It's time now for Tech 24, and we're going to talk tax evasion and money laundering. Those are the charges brought by Nigerian authorities against two crypto executives, one of whom has been detained, one of whom has escaped. Legal proceedings began in Abuja on Thursday, targeting the cryptocurrency exchange Binance. Some are calling it a hostage-taking as Nigeria blames Binance for its currency woes. Well, our technology editor, Peter O'Brien, is on set with us to tell us more. Peter, take us back over this whole story and what's happened.
Hi, Alison. So on the 25th of February, two men landed in Abuja. That's Tigran Gambaryan, who's a citizen of the United States and is Binance's head of financial crimes compliance, and Nadeem Anjarwalla, a British-Kenyan who is Binance's regional manager for Africa. Their families say that this was a trip to which they were invited by the Nigerian government to talk with officials, to talk with regulators, to sort of resolve the disputes that Binance has had with Nigeria. So the next day they did indeed do that. They spent a couple of hours with regulators and officials before being taken to a safe house and put under guard. Now, since then, Anjarwalla has reportedly escaped by using a smuggled passport. He said that he needed to go to the local mosque to pray, so the guards let him through, reportedly. His whereabouts are unknown, but a spokesman for Gambaryan says he's been moved to a cell. His appearance in court on Thursday was the first time we've seen him in more than a month. They say that he can no longer speak to his family. His phone's been taken away. Now, on Thursday, then, he was served with charges of money laundering and tax evasion for the first time since his detention. The authorities, the Financial Crimes Commission of Nigeria, argues that Gambaryan can stand for Binance on Binance's behalf, something that his lawyers and that Binance are pushing back on.
Yeah, you've said that some, are saying this is a hostage-taking. What's the legal basis for this action?
Yeah, that's one of the takes. So just to go on the charges more specifically, the AP reported that Nigeria's anti-corruption agency and the local tax authority have accused Binance of operating without a license, unlawfully negotiating foreign exchange rates, and tax evasion. But let's put this in the context of Nigeria's financial crisis. Nigerians have massively moved to cryptocurrency in the last few years. Since there's been plummeting value of the naira, the local currency, you can see there, and soaring inflation. In June last year, you can see that big drop. That was when the central bank scrapped its peg to the dollar and the value fell off a cliff. Now, a gap has remained between the official exchange rate between the naira and the US dollar and the exchange rates effectively offered on platforms like Binance between the naira and so-called stable coins, which are cryptocurrency, which is pegged to the dollar. So a difference has remained and people have continued to move to cryptocurrency in Nigeria. Nigerian authorities had enough. They blamed crypto platforms for the weakness of the naira, essentially saying that they were being used to manipulate the market. Binance says it kicks out traders that try to manipulate the market, says it freezes the system whenever there's an episode of extreme volatility. But it's another blow for the company, which has come under intense regulatory scrutiny worldwide, as indeed has the whole crypto sector. Binance, though, has especially repositioned to focus on emerging markets. So this is a big blow for them. Nigeria is the fastest growing crypto economy in the world.
And I think you said
second fastest, I think, actually.
All right, and I think you said one of these men, at least one of them, is a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
What's the U.S. doing about all this?
Well, according to his family, not very much. Let's not forget that Binance has been under fire in the US as well. Changpeng Zhao, the founder, stepped down as chief executive after pleading guilty in November to money laundering, and the company agreed to pay a whopping $4.3 billion in fines. Now he's awaiting sentencing. Tigran Gambaryan actually used to work for the US government as an official who was tasked with fighting cyber crime, and indeed his wife even says that he was training some of the Nigerian officials at the Financial Crimes Commission there on how to tackle financial cybercrime. They're now pursuing him. The same commission is pursuing him. She says he's not been visited by embassy officials in the last 2 weeks.